Coming up, we discuss November driving, LAX updates, free stuff for Uber drivers. Uber adds new safety features in the UK. Uber doesn't care, and more. A special thanks to JT Legal Group. They can be reached by phone at 888-542-6351 or click the link at our website at kingofuber.com. From Southern and Central California, you're listening to the King of Uber podcast. This is episode 80. And here he is, the King of Uber, Johnny.
Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the King of Uber. My name is Johnny. I'm here with Dolphin Lonnie. Hey, that kind of rhymes.
Hello.
Less than 2 weeks till Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. Gobble, gobble.
Yeah. So, a lot of new and exciting things happening these days in the world of rideshare. No, just kidding. Not really. We are back in, let's see, we're in the middle of November. Usually it's a little bit slow. I'm sure a lot of you drivers out there have been driving around noticing that it's probably not as busy as usual, except in the normal spots and the normal times of the day. For you Orange County drivers, I know it's not been surging that much. And it's usually like this. More people are trying to save money. They're not going on vacation because Thanksgiving's coming up.
You know what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
I think everyone's...
What is that?
Everyone's staying home and watching their Disney Plus with the launch.
That too, yeah.
Lonnie, did you order Disney Plus?
No, my little brother did though.
You have a little brother?
Yeah, he's actually 18, so he's not really little.
Okay, well, there's a lot of things we don't know about you. You are like the mystery one.
Did I tell you? So, I put on Lady and the Tramp, the live action, and
Oh yeah,
my cat actually likes it.
your cat.
Yeah, she's staring at all the dogs and stuff.
Oh, wow.
You should
Johnny
try
should
that,
get it
Johnny.
for his cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you. My cat's Kimchi's been at my neighbor's house the past few days because I've been so busy running around doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Yeah. I've been stopping by over there and saying hi to him and Cody. And
He misses
I miss
you.
them. No, he doesn't. He's just like me. He likes women.
Mm.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I've been going over there, seeing him for a couple minutes every day and holding him and kissing him, and then he's just meowing and telling me, "Let me go, Dad. Let me go." Yeah. Next week, I know I promised you guys we'd do Thanksgiving stuff this week, but I think we should wait till next week. And the week after that, King of Uber staff will be taking a week off during Thanksgiving. So last week it was Veterans Day, and Lonnie, we wished you Happy Veterans Day because, you've been in the service in the Navy for so long.
12 years.
Dolph edited it out.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You're so mean.
Maybe I said it mentally and I edited it myself out.
That's exactly what happens.
You know what it was?
Yeah.
It's just that I forgot to mention it, and I apologize, and I want to say I think every day should be Veterans Day. We will not forget. Thank you for everything you guys have done, all the sacrifices that you have made. So I just wanted to get that out there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Anyway, for all you listeners out there, if you think my voice is sounding very sexy, it's because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning because Lonnie had to work all day today, and they had to call and wake my ass up so I could finish this podcast for all you listeners.
Wake up. Get excited. Get excited.
I am a morning person.
Are you?
I am. I usually go to bed early. Like, I'm in bed by like 9 o'clock. And then I'm usually up around 4:15. And that's usually when I feel the best.
And that's usually when he does his rides.
That's also when I usually do my rides.
Yeah.
So, a lot of you guys know that I'm getting married. So, I've been working a little more Uber these days. So, I've been going out in the mornings and working from like 5 to 8:30. I don't have a lot of expectations because the pay is so low and the demand's not very high. But I noticed that these days I set my goals a little lower, try to make around $75 in that little time. But I have been exceeding it.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like I've been just getting lucky. I'm getting rides to the airport. I got a ride like to Laguna, then I got a ride from Laguna back to John Wayne. I long hauled it. The guy left me an $8 tip. And, bam, just like that. 2 rides I had, like 35, almost $40. My tips have been pretty good the last 3 days, I would say. I think about 40% of my passengers have tipped me. Lady today gave me a $10 tip through the app. Like I did $21 in tips, which was not that bad. And I finished with $128, and it took me about 5 hours to do it, which I don't mind for this type of year on how slow it is. It will pick up, so don't worry about that. And we'll go over Thanksgiving. If you work Thanksgiving correctly, you could have some big money days. I'm talking like, 250, 300. And you full-timers that do this and go out there and work 10, 11, 12-hour shifts, you can make $300-400.
That whole weekend should be good, right?
Right. No. Well, we'll go over it next. Everyone thinks that whole week's going to be good, and it actually is not. But we'll go over it next week. Update on LA exit. They added 3 extra lanes for the Uber and Lyft cars. They have been having cops out there directing cop traffic, so like getting in and out is getting a lot easier, I guess, I'd like to say. It's still a mess at nighttime, and there's nothing they could do about that because there are so many planes landing and so many people taking off. I'm sure it's going to get, once people get used to it, people learn it, it'll probably get better.
Now, Johnny, would you pick up at this point?
Pick up what?
Passengers?
I always pick up passengers.
At LAX?
Oh, no, of course not.
Okay, just wondering.
For all you people that know me, that I have never ever been into the staging lot at LAX. Have I picked up at LAX? Yes. Before do the LA exit, I used to sit off right. I had a little secret spot where I could still get in the queue, so I didn't have to go inside and mess with cops coming by checking on me or this or that. Didn't do it a lot, just did it a couple times.
Oh, you got a rematch too. I mean,
I've done the rematches, but I've been lucky with the rematches. I never had a rematch that went north. I got all the rematches that went across the street, which I'm okay with. I usually just try to go back out on Century Boulevard and do a destination mode back to Orange County, because that's where my bread and butter is. I'm an Orange County driver. I'm an Orange County man, and that is where I go. I do work LA. When I do LA, it's only usually when I have time to kill up there because I have something else to do, or I'm waiting for one of my friends to land. But that's the only time I do LA, and I don't mind doing it. I just hate the traffic up there, and I don't know the roads as well as I do Orange County, so I do feel a little uncomfortable driving around there. But I will do it, and then I have learned a lot over the past few years about LA and the traffic, and I always keep an eye out on that. So that's kind of what I do up there. What else, Dolph?
What's the news, Dolph?
Okay, let's see what we got.
No, that's not to the news. What's new with you, Dolph?
With me? Oh, well.
With Dolph.
Disney Plus has taken over my life in the last couple days.
Really? What have you been watching?
Binge watching The Simpsons and the Star Wars.
So what do they call people? Like, like Star Trek people are Trekkie, Star Wars people are what? Wookiees? What do they call Disney people?
Disney fans?
Disney fans? There's gotta be there should be a name for that.
Well, just to be clear, not all Star Trek people are actually Trekkies. If you are a fan of the original Star Trek, then you're a Trekkie. If you're a fan of any of the ones that are like from Next Generation and after, you're a Trekker, I believe.
Oh, jeez.
What? Wow.
I'm a Battlestar Galactica kind of guy.
Oh, there's actually a fan name for that. I don't know what it is, though.
Even though I haven't
are you a fan of the new version of it or the old one?
No, just the old one.
Oh, okay.
But if I watch it now at the age I am now, I think, wow, this is really stupid. But when I was a kid, I used to watch it. I thought, oh, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah. So speaking of, I believe the reason why I actually got the free Disney Plus was actually
free.
I had gotten a free year of Disney Plus, but
they gave out those months ago, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool deal. Now, here's the thing.
I heard about that.
But Verizon Wireless, or Verizon in general, if you happen to be a customer of Verizon, and this might actually be useful to you, you could get free Apple Music with your Verizon Wireless account. Huh? Yeah, free Apple Music.
Really?
Yeah, all the phone carriers give like a 1-year subscription to something for you to like
something,
Switch or whatever. Like they were giving away Netflix, they were giving away Hulu.
Totally, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as a rideshare driver, this could be beneficial to you because I mean, I guess Spotify's okay, and those other ones, but Apple Music's actually it's pretty good. It has almost all the songs.
Speaking of free stuff, Dolph, can you mention about the free Subway sandwiches or cookies?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Even more free stuff. All right, so. In certain markets, if you happen to be I believe it's a gold or platinum, you can get a free cookie from Subway.
which I will never reach. Okay.
Now, or if you happen to be even more company man, I guess, if you were a diamond member, you can get a free sandwich.
Whoa.
A week, one per week.
If you were a ping whore, right?
And a free cookie every day.
Yeah.
So if you happen to be, if you happen to have this in your market, write to us. I'd like to hear more about this. But yeah, I've been seeing that more and more. I don't think we have it in LA, Orange County. I haven't seen anyone posting it.
I haven't seen that either.
So how do you claim it?
It's probably got to be something through the app.
Yeah, they give it to you on the app. So remember when they used to give those, it was like a free coffee or drink
at
McDonald's? Yeah. It's that type of deal. But you can only really claim it if it's actually on the app and then you have to show it to them.
Yeah, and then you had to go into McDonald's and educate the general manager that McDonald's is giving Uber drivers free coffee, and they'd be like, "Huh? What?"
Yeah. So it's pretty much
you remember those days?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I walked into 3 McDonald's, showed them my app, and they're like, "What are you showing your app for?" And I go, "Free coffee." It says right here, "Free coffee from McDonald's." And once they figured out it was an actual thing, Uber never told McDonald's, and McDonald's, never told their general manager that this was going on.
So I can only imagine this is happening at Subways everywhere. It's like,
right.
Also, Lyft came out with kind of a training visual, not to be a creep. Did you hear about that, Lonnie?
Really?
Yeah, and if you watch all the videos, they're giving you $5.
Yeah, you'll need to complete it by December 15th. It's a 20-minute video of community safety education to continue driving with Lyft. You'll learn tools and tips for making everyone feel comfortable in your car, also known as not being creepy.
Don't be creepy.
And sit diagonally. Are we done yet? No, we're not.
No, oh, sorry.
We still have another 5 minutes.
Now I'm totally all lost and stuff.
Totally. Johnny's like, "Oh, we're done with the
our bad. He's all, what?
We totally threw Johnny off. But keep in mind, Johnny is actually barely functional right now.
It's
way
okay.
past
Not
that
only
time.
that, it's I like to binge watch things, and on my Hulu, on my recommended things was Love Island Australia. You guys ever watched Love Island?
I don't think no.
I think
Love Island, the original show is from the UK, and it's a pretty raunchy dating kind of.
Oh, I like that.
And they start off with 5 girls and 5 guys, and they're stuck on an island together, and they all try to make connections. And at the end of the show, a couple wins a cash prize. And
what's it called again?
Love Island.
Love Island.
Yeah, talk to any UK person. It's really popular out there. It's so popular, it hit Australia. It's actually hitting the US. They're gonna film it in Hawaii, is what I understand. And other countries are following it too. It's like The Voice, but for dating. And The Voice is The Voice is everywhere, right? Russia, whatever, and all that.
Everyone,
so. It's one of those. It's one of those kind of things, and so I don't know. And I've just been binge watching it. It's kind of funny. I like to hear the accents anyway. A lot of TNA shown. I recommend.
Why did they suggest that to you, Johnny?
Of course. Why?
Out of all things.
I don't get it. What are you talking about? But anyway. I recommend if you have Hulu and you want to watch this, please do not drive and watch the show at the same time.
Exactly.
They're going to think it's kind of weird.
I got another one for you. Uber adds new safety features in the UK as another decision on its London license nears. So I guess in the UK, they're having a bit of a problem getting drivers to pick up due to discriminatory behavior. So there's a new feature on the app that allows riders to, there's a button that you can push if you feel like you've been discriminated against.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just another way to, what do you call it? Get drivers fired again.
I guess, yeah. But like, all I can say is I think a bunch of riders are going to be like, ooh, what's this button do? And then all of a sudden everyone just gets fired because,
Well, there was a new report that I saw that if drivers get accused of being creepy, Uber's been known to really get rid of those, deactivate those drivers and without any proof.
yeah, true.
Messed up.
So, yeah, but I mean, it's he said, she said thing, and I'm sure there will be another lawsuit about this because law firms like to sue Uber and Lyft because they have a lot of money and they want all that money before it all dries up and they go out of business.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting because I don't know how much of rights we actually have because,
As independent contractors?
independent contractors
Yeah, what rights?
were completely replaceable.
You still have rights even though you're an independent contractor. If they fire you for something that's not right, you can still sue them for a wrongful termination. The hard part is finding a lawyer that's going to take your case, number one. Number two, it's finding someone that believes that, you have a case, actually. There was a case that the Liz Reardon law firm, I can never pronounce her name anyway, but they took a claim for wrongful termination because one of the drivers accused Uber because he had a low rating because he was Asian.
What?
Yeah. But it's still a lawsuit. They're just going after Uber for everything. You guys all know if you have a 4.65 rated driver, you can get deactivated by Uber, but they'll let you back onto the Uber platform if you take one of their classes and pay something like $85 and spend 6 hours or something like that in a class with one of their companies. That it's not an Uber company, but it's a company that says we'll teach drivers how to become better rated drivers. So
Lame.
It really is stupid. I guarantee you, if you are a safe driver, you'll probably never get deactivated. If your car's clean, doesn't smell like marijuana, you don't touch them, you don't say rude things, just be a nice person. I think you'd be, you should never get deactivated. Your rating should always stay, somewhere decent. I don't do anything special. I don't give out water. I don't open the doors. I think I just do normal things. If they have luggage, I'll open up my trunk because Priuses don't have a button to open up the trunk. I will put their luggage in. I have no problems doing that. When I drop them off at the airport, I will take their luggage out because I don't want them damaging my car when they take the luggage out.
Oh yeah. I always grab the luggage and I grab the trunk. I mean,
yeah.
Plus, also, from experience, I've had people steal stuff out of my trunk,
Well, you keep stuff back there. Well, I don't think they stole it, Dolph. I think they most likely took it by accident.
Yeah, they have. And I've had to, one time I
have seen your trunk. You need to keep that blow-up doll somewhere else so that people can't see it. I'm just kidding. Dolph. But what I do is my trunk's empty, but my other car, I've had people roll out their big piece of luggage and then it comes off and scratches the tail of my car. And it doesn't make me very happy.
Yeah, and I will tell you, if a passenger accidentally or purposefully actually takes something from your car, good luck on trying to get that back because Uber is no help at all. The only reason why I got my bag back, they left it it was actually at Disney Studios over in Burbank. Dropped off a passenger there, and they left it at the security. And I get a call a couple days later, and I actually had some info. It was a receipt from Costco for my tire changing. And it actually had my cell phone number, and then the security guard actually calls. It's oh, we have this thing here. It's after a couple days of trying to contact the passenger, I was about ready to
Yeah, there's privacy laws about that. That's probably why.
Well, apparently her fiance was actually an actor. I'm not going to mention who they are. And I was about ready to start tweeting them, hey, you and your fiance took my bag out of my truck.
Oh.
But, it didn't get to that, but,
Well,
But how do you know for a fact they did?
Well, it ended up at security. Where I dropped them off, because what happened was that
Lonnie's asking, how do you know that it was them that took it?
Okay, so I didn't have any passengers before that. It was a long ride from LAX to Burbank.
It's one of those days when you see one ride thing. Yeah.
And so what happened was that I got to drop them off, but the thing was that I had parked too close to the way that they had it set up. Couldn't get out of my car when I dropped them off.
Oh, I got it. So they just kind of opened the trunk.
They opened the trunk, grabbed their bag, and then like, okay, bye. And then I find out like later on, a couple passengers later, I'm like one passenger later, I go to my trunk. It's like, oh, it's gone. So, and I knew it was actually there before them. So I knew that it was them.
Got it.
And and I tried to contact Uber. I told them, hey, I got this is really important stuff.
Uber doesn't care. Uber doesn't care. Uber
of course
doesn't
they
care.
don't. I told them Well, you know what else? Here's another thing. I even told them I had medication in there.
They don't care.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
they don't care.
And I didn't tell them the severity of it, but. The thing was that, I don't know what kind of medication. It could have been life-saving, could have been, or, it's like, it could have been the type of deal where it's like, hey, but you're right. The Uber doesn't care.
Right.
So,
but
like
anyway,
I said,
back to that rating thing. This is another example. If you're a 4.95 or a 4.66, Uber treats everybody the same. You're not anything special. Having a high rating means absolutely nothing. I want to reiterate that. It just hurts everyone's ego. You just have to get over it.
Yeah, I do love how people always throw out the when they get accused of something, and it's like, hey, I've only ever had like 3 accusations like in the last 3 years, and my rating's like 4.95, and
I have this many amount of trips.
Yeah, and that means nothing.
It means nothing to Uber.
Yeah.
You could do 20,000 rides, but if you have one complaint about something, they will still take that complaint seriously and deactivate your ass.
Yeah.
So stop.
That's ridiculous.
Well, no. What's ridiculous is drivers kissing all the passengers' apps, thinking that having a high rating does something good for them. Just like the passengers really don't care about their rating or even know that they have a rating, you as a driver should be doing the same thing. But anyway, it's getting late. I'm really tired. We should go to bed.
Me too.
Thank you for listening. Big episode next week about Thanksgiving. I will tell you everything that you need to know. Always remember to tip your drivers.
And don't be creepy.
And sit diagonally.
Drive safely, and we'll see you next week.
For more information about driving for Uber and Lyft, reach out to us on Facebook or visit our website at kingofuber.com.